You guys, welcome back to the channel. Kai LeVay once more. Hope all is well. Happy Monday, if it serves you well. But everybody's talking about Bitcoin and crypto and how everybody thinks that they're going to just get rich overnight, right? The most money you're going to make is when you're asleep. But what if you're laundering money while you're doing that? Or if that's part of your get rich quick scheme, which a lot of times it is. But this Chinese woman in the UK pretty much got busted in the biggest crypto scam that's worth 5.5 billion pounds. Now in American dollars, it'll be worth more than that. That'll be close to 8, if not more. But let's go ahead and roll the clip. Shout out to LBC News. Let's go.
Police!
Police!
Where you are?
She's the mastermind behind the biggest money laundering scam in British history and earned herself 11.5 years behind bars.
We believe you're Zim
Oh, she's cute. I'm gonna have to put a ring on that.
in Qian. Okay, you're under arrest. You're going to be arrested for money laundering.
They're arresting her on suspicion of laundering billions of pounds in stolen assets.
See, you have to understand something. Wifey material ain't always a 9 or a 10 in the face. A lot of times she's a 9 or a 10 up here. She know how to get that money, and y'all gonna live a good life. You gonna have 2 G-Wagons and a Lamborghini, and then life is good. But you just have to put up with the other physical traits, that's all.
But to understand how she got here, we need to go back to 2014. Back then, Qian set up a so-called...
Look at that landscape. I think that's Shenzhen, but this all starts back over 10 years ago. So it takes time to become a mastermind. But just imagine you have a 20th apartment on the 20th floor and you had this kind of view.
called investment firm called Lantian Gurai, or Blue Sky in English. It claimed to be developing high-end health products and to be mining cryptocurrency with promised returns of up to 300% for its investors.
300% return? That sounds like a scam right there. If it's too good to be true, it probably is.
Qian held flashy conferences and grand banquets to lure in her victims. That included one event at the Great Hall of the People where Chinese politicians meet. She even commissioned a promotional video advertising a luxury life in London for its investors.
Oh.
The video promoted a wealth management service called Britain Nice Life. It described the UK as the best private butler base and even has an eagle flying over a mountain range to the sound of dramatic music. And it showcased all of England's classic landmarks like Windsor Castle, St Paul's Cathedral and the Old Reading Church. But despite the cheesy promo, Qian was incredibly effective. The serial fraudster managed to convince 128,000 people, including thousands of pensioners, to hand over their life savings.
Damn. So you know she got a lot of middle-aged to elderly bank accounts. So what's that popular UK bank account? Bank firm. Barclay. Yeah, there you go. I bet you she's taking over a lot of Barclay accounts. They have Barclay in Australia, and I think they have a percentage of branches in the United States too as well.
But in 2017, wanted by Chinese authorities, Qian took the money and fled to Europe. She invested the money in cryptocurrency, now worth a staggering £5.5 billion. She used it to fund a luxurious lifestyle travelling Europe.
Wait a minute. You're telling me this woman's only... Well, she just made 35. Because November 10th was yesterday. That's a hard 35. I mean, she looks good right there, but damn. Yachty zang. Yachty zang. Wow. Interesting.
Europe using a fake passport, staying at the best hotels and buying designer jewellery.
Okay, so baby girl has some taste. Staying at nice luxury hotels. I know she had a G-Wagon. They're not going to show it though.
Expensive tastes even earned her the nickname the Goddess of Wealth. And this crypto queen, as she was also called, had a detailed 6-year plan laying out her ambitions for a new life in Europe. That included becoming the Queen of Lieberland, an unrecognised microstate consisting mostly of barren wetland on...
I've been to the UK, and I'm not gonna lie, I never heard of that place in my life until now.
The Croatian-Serbian border. Later in 2017, Qian set her sights on England. She landed in Heathrow with a fake passport and rented a £17,000 per month mansion in Hampstead.
Damn. Wherever she goes, she just knew she had to get the biggest and best. Because you know the UK is in the city parts is mostly flats. Like it's hard to find homes in general.
Police raided the property in 2018 after her younger female assistant attempted to buy a £24 million home in London. That assistant, Jian Wen, was later jailed for 6 years.
Now she ain't bad looking. She looks a little better. Okay. We could do Bonnie and Clyde. We could just do our schemes and scams together.
For her part in laundering the money and ordered to pay back over £3 million. Prosecutors described how she acted as a front person, helping to secure luxury properties for her employer while disguising the true source of her fortune. Investigators found over £300,000 in cash and cheques at Qian's Hampstead home, and even a treasure map showing directions from a Harrods department store to a nearby safety deposit box. There they found devices containing the digital wallets for billions of pounds in cryptocurrency. Qian, though, slipped through the net again and went on the run across the UK for 5 years, living as a recluse in Glasgow and the Scottish Highlands. Investigators at the Met Police and the National Crime Agency finally traced her to a property in York, where she was lying in bed when police broke in.
I've just got to record down your name, if that is all.
Look at her linens. She even has nice linens. Purple, look at this. Check this out. So we got the purple Stanley Cup, purple sheets. Yeah, baby girl's winning.
All right, so what's your first name, please? Can you spell that at all for me? Yep.
Man, I wish the body cam was aiming more at her face. They looking at her, man.
D-I. So you got Y-A, D-I.
C-H-A-N-G.
Is that your surname, Zhang?
Yeah.
And Yadi's your first name?
Yeah.
And are you Miss or Mrs. or Ms?
Single.
Okay.
Qian had hired a team of domestic staff to cook, clean and shop for her. They were sworn to secrecy and made to sign a meticulous contract, which would have forced them to pay around £8,000 if they even used their mobile phones.
So look at what they cannot use. You cannot use mainland apps such as WeChat, Baidu, etc. There's a lot of different, mainland apps over there, but that's crazy. Wow. Violation of this clause will result in immediate dismissal and a $10,000 fine. Wow.
Qian initially pleaded her innocence, but later admitted to acquiring and possessing criminal property on the first day of her trial in 2024. Seng Hock Ling, a Malaysian national who helped her to find rental properties, also pleaded guilty to transferring criminal property after he was arrested in Leeds.
We've seized around 61,000 Bitcoin, currently valued at about £5 billion, and other non-crypto assets worth about £200 million or so. So this is the largest confirmed cryptocurrency seizure in the world by law enforcement at the moment. Confirmed seizure by law enforcement in the world, so there are other investigations.
I understand something about crypto and Bitcoin. Those accounts, there's no insurance on those accounts. So if somebody hacks you and takes all your money, that's it. You're done.
Ongoing, and it's definitely the largest money laundering investigation in the UK by value to date.
The cryptocurrency is already 20 times more valuable than when Qian first brought it to the UK. The question of who gets it is being decided in a separate proceeds of crime case. Much of it is likely to go to the many thousands of victims expected to make representations in that case. And
Okay, so they might get it back. Remember how I said that none of that money is insured? Like, basically, these are online accounts with no insurance. Think of Bank of America, Chase, without the insurance. It's up to the court to decide what money you get back or not. So it's just not guaranteed.
Many of the leftovers, though, could go straight to the British Treasury.
Ooh, right to the British Treasury, the government. And that's most likely where most of the money's gonna go, if not all of it. The court could be assholes and be like, fuck y'all, we taking all this money. And there's nothing you can do about it because it's not insured. Think about you buying a house. You had no insurance, it caught on fire. That's it, you're done. You had no insurance, it's your fault for not having insurance, and now you have to pay off a house that doesn't exist because it burned down. This is Qian Zhimin. I'll catch you next video. Goodbye.